Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. Oh, you're a bit far away. Let's bring you a little bit closer, Oh dear. And double, bit too close. That's better. So welcome back to my bookish vlog. I thought I would do it a little bit differently for February. So we're going to start off talking about the book that I read. I only read one book, but it was a good one, so it's worth sticking around for. And then I thought we could explore some bookshops together. So there is one in England and then one in America as well. So let's go explore some bookshops together around the world. But before we do that, make sure you've got yourself a nice cozy drink. So today I got myself just an English breakfast tea. I want to talk about the book that I read this month because lots of people have been talking about it, and if you haven't read it, I think you need to add it to your list. So I read Fourth Wing this month and it was amazing. So it has quickly risen to the top as one of my favourite books ever. It was brilliant. So it's about, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it is a romantasy novel, I would call it, and it includes dragons and fighting to the death, and it's just, and obviously some romance. It's just amazing with a really strong female lead as well, which I always like, a strong female main character in it. It's actually one of 3 so far, so it's going to be a series of 5 books, I believe, but only 3 are out and the 3rd one's just come out, so I have had to dodge so many spoilers because I've only read the first one. So if you haven't got that on your list, make sure that you start reading it, but do not go on the internet because you do not want to find out what else obviously happens. Coming up in the vlog, there are no spoilers, but there are some very cool pieces that are linked with Fourth Wing and that series in one of the bookstores, so see if you can spot that as well, but obviously no spoilers. So let's go to a bookstore. This bookstore has been around in London since 1797, so let's go explore Hatchard's bookstore together. They had this Quicksilver hardback and I already like the front cover because I think it looks really cool, but then I noticed this one, it's really difficult to do with just one hand, but this one, there we go, this you can see as well, it's double-sided, so you can choose which front cover you want, which I assume someone has done before, but I have never seen, and frankly I feel like so many book covers should do this, because although I like this first one with the cool looking guy on the front, actually the second one would look cuter on a bookshelf, I think. So yeah, I love the fact that they have it double-sided. And I actually nearly ended up buying this because of that, but luckily I didn't, because I remembered right at the last moment that actually I have already bought this on Audible. So I have not started listening to it yet, but I already have this one. So I think that might be a book that I listen to next month. They do have lots of interesting books behind cases as well, so first editions, for example. This whole bookstore is just really interesting, especially because there's a lot of history behind the actual bookstore, being the oldest one in London, and also it's been in this exact place since 1801, so this shop itself is really old and has a lot of history to it. So as you're walking around, not only do you see a lot of interesting books behind glass cases, but you also see pictures like this that tell you a little bit about the history. So for example, Beatrix Potter being here, and then we've got Oscar Wilde was here as well. So it really feels like not only just a lovely bookshop to be in generally, because bookshops are nice, but it's also just got this wonderful vibe about it because you know it's got a lot of history and a lot of amazing people have also been through these doors too. So it's really fun to explore it for that reason as well. I, of course, had to explore all of the floors, so we've just reached the top section and this is where all the children books are. So there's a lot of Harry Potter and Paddington in this section, but then when you go through to the next room, there's these beautiful murals on the wall as well, which was really lovely to see. So now that we've explored an English bookshop, let's hop across the pond and explore an American bookshop as well. So this bookshop we're currently in is Books A Million in Orlando, and the first thing I was hit with was all of these Fourth Wings things. I have literally just finished reading Fourth Wing this month, so it was the main book of the month, and quite frankly I am obsessed. And I have had to really hide from all of the Onyx Storm spoilers, which I've managed to do so far. I am going to be in this shop for a while. So many cute things. Gilmore Girls. One thing I really loved about this shop as well was that it wasn't just selling books, but actually sold a lot of bookish things as well. And because it was February, they were selling a lot of love-related things. So there was lots of Jane Austen, and I adore Jane Austen. So that was wonderful too. As you can see here, this notebook with all the cool quotes in. I had to really stop myself, not just kind of picking everything up and buying it all. So I did have to refrain from buying everything for sure. Now let's speed it up a little bit because I'm aware that I can spend a lot of time looking at these things. So here is just a quick overview of some of the different things that were in store. So much Taylor Swift. I won't lie to you, I am kind of regretting not buying something romantasy. I feel like, especially since finishing Fourth Wing and having re-listened to the ACOTAR series recently, I really wish I had picked something up from here. The only thing I was worried about was not knowing which book it was from. Maybe these stickers would be from a different series that I hadn't read and then it wouldn't be as fun. I love Dolly Parton, so it was really cool to see her on the Southern Living magazine front cover, which is of course something that we don't get in England. So then they had all of these t-shirts. Seems like Twilight is making a comeback. There's a lot of popular books at the moment that include dragons and fairies, and I wonder if, because Twilight is making a comeback, are we going to get vampire books again? Maybe that's going to be my next read, is a vampire book. We'll find out. That being said, if you have any vampire book recommendations, send them my way. I want them. Just like I want all of the bookish mugs, but have to stop myself. I don't need another mug. Except from we always need another mug, so maybe I do. I really enjoyed exploring this bookstore with you in America. I can't decide which one I think is my favourite, Hatchard's or Books A Million in America. Let me know what you think. Which one beats it, the English one or the American bookshop? I can't decide. So now that we have done all of our adventuring, I need to pop my most recent read into my book club book. So we did this last month and I'm going to do it this month as well. I did only read one book this month, a little bit disappointed myself, so I do need to make up for that in March because I am trying to reach 25 books in 2025. So if you do have any suggestions on what else I should be reading, please let me know. I am going to read the next one in the Fourth Wing series, which I believe is called Iron Flame, but obviously I would love some more recommendations too. You might also have spotted behind me, oh, the book's gone off, the book light's gone off. You might have spotted that I have this book as well. So I brought a new book called Rewitched. I've been looking at this for a while and finally decided to get it because when I was in Waterstones, I saw this beautiful cover and I haven't seen this cover in a while. It is a Waterstones exclusive and I really wanted this version, so as soon as I spotted it I knew I had to buy it. So I have bought this book, so maybe I will read that next month as well. I've got it in the little got a little bookmark in already prepared, so I'm gonna read Iron Flame for sure, maybe this one too, and if you have any suggestions let me know. But for now, let's start adding to our book. So I'm just creating a February page so that I can add this month's read to the book. So obviously that's Fourth Wing, I need to have February at the top, but I really wish I had some more stickers that were linked with Fourth Wing. At the time when I was looking around Books A Million, I was like, no, you don't need any of these things. You don't need this stuff. And now I'm like, clearly dragon stickers were essential and I did need them. And I definitely should have picked some up because I do not have any romantasy style stickers to pop in here. But I do have some cute stickers anyway, so I'm going to add a little heart because obviously it's February. So, month of love. It was a romantasy book. I feel like that works. So it's a little bit minimalistic at the top, but I will add some stickers later on as well. Just like last month, I'm going to include a little picture of the book cover so I remember what it was in the book as well. I have misplaced my glue stick, so I will not glue it in right now, but know that I've popped it there so it has a place. So when I find said glue stick, it will go in straight away. I adored this book. It has quickly risen to be my favourite book of the year. And honestly, I would be surprised if it did not stay the best book of the year. But there is still chance that another book will pip it to the post. Or perhaps another one in the series. I don't know. We'll find out. But I am looking forward to reading the rest of the series and find out more about the main characters. I think that will be really good. I think my star rating for this book will come as no surprise, but I did decide to use the heart stickers instead of the star stickers. I just thought it went with the theme of the month, and also because obviously I loved this book so much, so I felt like it just kind of fit with it. I do hope you've enjoyed watching this bookish vlog and exploring the two different bookshops with me. Do let me know which one you thought was better, the English one, so Hatchard's, or the American one, which was Books A Million. And if there is better bookshops out there or another one that you want me to visit, do let me know as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to join you next month to talk more about books. See you soon.